What is up, DTube? What is up, Steam blockchain? Today I want to talk about making money into nothing. Making money into nothing. Because that's really what's going on. And or you can call it reducing money into nothing. Okay? Making money into nothing. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that is currently what's happening with technology. A simple example. Diving into and understanding money. What is money? And all this, okay? So, we have this label, money. But what is it? What is it? It's just an agreement between two sides about a trade, right? So, is anyone seeing money when they're walking around in the real world? I don't see it. I mean, especially not now, the last 5 years, where nobody is using paper, this so-called paper money. Let's use paper though. But, so we try to identify money. Like I try to see it in the world, but I don't. Like, where is it? It's nothing. Or it's being, or you can say it's being reduced to nothing. Why is this happening? Technology, and technology. So, another simple example. You have something staked, okay? So you have a token staked, and that gives you access to create more of those tokens, right? So wait a sec. So you mean we can create this from nothing? Okay. So why the need for the work? I mean, if you can create something from nothing, I mean, clearly that is reducing money into nothingness. It's nothing. And it's nothing, but it can be used. This might sound quite confusing, that you can use something that's nothing, right? It's kind of like the real world, where stuff just emerges. Stuff just pops up from nowhere. Humans, for example. Where did the human pop up from? I mean, yes, a person was created. But in many ways, you can see that humans also came from nothing. Does anyone know where they came from? I mean, we're going into pretty deep topics, but it's kind of relatable to money, because money is going the same direction. And why is the story of money, why is it crumbling right now? Why is it crumbling? Technology again. That what technology is doing is just shining a light on what was already there, but it's just that it becomes more obvious now because technology makes so where a human is located no longer relevant. That, like, the location, because before you had to be at the location, because that was the only way you can make money, right? But right now I can be in a forest and I can make nothing, which is the so-called digital tokens. But so yeah, okay, that's kind of interesting. So we get these new blockchain games, and wait a sec, can we mine items that we can sell for tokens? Okay, so we can mine something by click a button on the phone, and then you have something of value that you can sell. That's kind of interesting. And then again, we come down to why the panic? If you can create something from nothing, why the panic? I mean, then why even the discussions about rewards? Because what becomes the point of rewards? If you can click a button, you can make something from nothing. What's the point of having rewards coming from another place? So what I think rewards are, so we have, for example, rewards on places. We get these new networks coming up. For example, Steam blockchain and all these other chains coming up that has reward systems. But even right now, I think this is a transition phase. So even right now, with reward systems, people are sort of realizing, wait a sec, I can just reward myself. Wait a sec, I can reward myself. So why the reward system? If I can just reward myself, why the reward system? I mean, why? Then it's not dependent on other people, basically. Because a person can just reward himself. So if everyone rewards themselves, it kind of works. Now, people gonna say, "Damn, wait a sec. That doesn't make sense." Because if everyone rewards themselves, then there is no value left. But wait a sec, we already covered this. If we can craft items in games, or we can have something staked, then we already create something from nothing. And that this is not location dependent. So it doesn't have to come from one staked source or one staked location, because people say, yes, you have scarcity in one token. Okay, that may be true. But you have thousands of other tokens. A lot with inflation. Or like or you will soon have thousands of blockchain games where it's just items created from nothing. And there's no end to it. Because you can always make a new game, you can always make a new clone. So wait a sec. So you can create limitless value. Because it's digital. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So then we have solved the scarcity issue. There basically comes from other sources. For example, if we used gold, that would be a problem, because from what we heard, gold is more scarce and it's physical, so it's problematic. But just because in here it's digital, so why does it matter? There's no limit on digital. You already see almost every project that comes out have already 5 clones. It's like there is no limit on the digital side. So yeah, coming back again then to, I think rewards are a transition phase where, yeah, you can keep in 5 years, for example. I don't think that will be needed because we can have a better system. It is like, yeah, we can have that, keep that system that I give you something, right? I give you something. But isn't the best system that everyone just rewards themselves and is a self-sustained system? Because wait a sec, isn't this how humans are supposed to work? Aren't humans creating life from within? Aren't humans life? Aren't they creating this body and experience from within themselves? So wait a sec, shouldn't it already be like that? That people stake and basically reward themselves? Isn't that exactly how it should work? So some things to consider. Because if you have a system, for example, a system that tries to rely on an external source, obviously that's always going to be problematic, because then we come to real scarcity. There's a limited supply of humans, and if every human needs 100 people to support them, it doesn't add up. So the solution must be in life itself. That life must be self-sustained. It must be, everything must be generated from the life location. It cannot be from an external place. So rewards are basically a transition phase where people are looking at, okay, I can get rewards from these people. But I mean, clearly the end goal is that everyone is like, they have their needs met basically because they generate everything themselves. So they abundance. They can just give lavishly. Like they're good, right? They can give their excess. And then in a way, yes, you have rewards in a way. Like you're playing around, but it's sort of already right now, it's a little bit of a joke. People just tip around a little bit. It's just, I don't think it's gonna last more than 5 years, because I mean, it's just, we're just gonna have some better technology, or as I said, it's just gonna be that people are gonna self-sustain. For example, already right now in blockchain games, you can generate items from nothing. You can generate tokens from nothing by having stake. So it just comes in automatic. Because money is being reduced to nothing. And yes, it was already nothing. But it's just that it just gets very... It's nice to clarify it again, because words are great to clarify. Because, I mean, it was already there, right? It was all... Nothing really changed. But it's just that people's ideas and people's belief systems, what they thought about on a specific word. They see a word, oh, money. Whoa, what is it? Then they get these imaginations and all ideas in their head about what it means for them. So, yeah, it is being reduced to nothing. But as I said, that doesn't mean that you can't use it. You can use it. Just as you can use a horse, or you can use your legs to go from A to B. But we use a car. We use an airplane. We use a train. Because it's just faster, efficient, better. Saving time and energy. That's what it eventually is going to come down to. So, money reduced to nothing, but it's not a negative thing. It's not a negative thing. It's a good thing. Because humans can finally focus on being humans. And we've always been humans. It's just that we've been a little bit confused. We've been a little bit confused, right? But I think within the next 20 to 30 years, we're going to get a lot of clarity. Way more clarity. And we're going to look back at this time right now as, oh, we were really ignorant. But we all always, of course, gonna keep being ignorant. We're just gonna expand our borders of ignorance. Still ignorant, but expanding the borders of ignorance, right? And that's it's gonna be awesome to see that transition. Or is that actually not a transition? It's the same. And yeah. It happens because people think by using logic, right? And then we really have to look at what is value, what is money. A person should explore these topics themselves and sort of see what they find, right? What they find, what they think, and all that. And eventually they're probably gonna be a seeker, and they're gonna find. Because someone that seeks always finds. It's just about time and energy. It's just the existence itself. Just time and energy. So yeah, have a great day. YouTube, have an awesome day. Steam blockchain. Bye bye.